Hey there everybody, Professor Cloud here with our second episode of my first ever modded run for Anno 1800. Really enjoyed the first episode where we established ourselves on the island, learned about some of the new capabilities that are in the mods that we have installed, saw some of the new cosmetics. Really enjoying so far what we've seen. So let's just keep on rolling because we really need to expand beyond our first island and find ourselves some additional islands. We don't have any hops, so we definitely got to find an island with that. Let's go ahead and jump back in and get started. Okay, so right at the end of the last episode, we did get sails
Stand to attention for the boss.
up and producing, and we need a number of those before we can produce our first schooner. We're going to need a total of 10. We've got 3 right now, so let's go ahead and speed up the game a little bit. And I did that again. In addition, if you'll remember, we now have vegetables as well as potatoes. We then also have some sheep. We have some cows instead of pigs because we are taking advantage of some of the new capabilities with farmers. We are not doing anything special there, but we could use vegetables. However, for workers,
You've got our interests at heart.
we are using both field vegetables as well as cheese to replace sausages and fish. The reasoning why I'm doing that, for now anyway, is because pigs reduce the beautification of your island. So by switching to cows and therefore cheese, hopefully it will reduce that problem. What I really do need to do, though,
Unionism is our future. Us filings swept into an iron tide.
yeah,
The
we need
rattle of the
to
workers.
get wheat up and running. So, oh shoot, I don't have clay because my road doesn't go there, and I actually was going to build a road. Come on, I did have a road. That was very weird. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a whole bunch of wheat up here, or wheat farms, and probably even move some of the farmers up here as well. Not all of them, but just to give some more space for maybe pescatarians or artisans when we get to that point. The other reason, by the way, that I decided to go with vegetables for the workers and their lifestyle needs was to reduce the need on fish so that the fish could be completely dedicated to the farmers. Now with pescatarians, which is basically just taking a farmer and upgrading it to give it more capacity, they actually require vegetables and cheese and fish. They also need a library. I wonder if we can put a library in. Maybe go ahead and get that down. No. Okay, I need more workers before I can do that. Okay. Oh, yeah, it does show is locked. I don't know why I didn't see that. Yeah, I think bread's the next thing that we need to focus on. So, let's... let's see. Let's figure this out. Okay, wheat. Oh, that's flour mill. Okay.
We put our love into it.
Alright, now, I don't want to copy that, but... Road... Okay, so there's that, and then put warehouse there. Okay. And then let's do that again. Actually, we'll put you right next door. Actually, no, I won't. Nope, 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 nope. Not a good idea. Gotta have room for the silos. I just thought about
A
that.
farm? We know fields.
Okay, so let's go there. Now this we can actually connect. Okay. How are we on farmers? Yeah, we're going to need some more farmers here soon. There we go. Alright, now let's copy you. Shoot. I hit the wrong button by accident. Okay. Alright, that'll be good. So that gets wheat going. Then we need the flour mill, and that is a single. It's one flour mill for every 2 wheat. Yeah, it's one flour mill for every 2 wheat. Because it's able to produce 1 per 30 seconds, whereas the wheat is only producing one a minute. Okay, so we can put one flour mill right there. All right, now we need some more farmers. And that'll be easy. Your farmers would like some flour to improve. Yes, I know. Okay. Now, the whole reason I'm doing this is because if I can produce more flour, I can turn on a farmer's lifestyle need
My cap to you.
to increase the number of farmers and coins by 1 each per household. So, it's one of the things that I'm looking at here. We can craft our first schooner. Let's do that. Let's get that rolling. Alright, so I am going to put down one more wheat farm. Okay. It's not the prettiest setup for wheat, but it'll do. It'll do. Alright, I'm going to upgrade. Actually, I'm not going to do anything yet. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. The big thing is to get the ship out so that we can find another island. Other issue is I'm going to need some steel beams in order to actually settle on another
Ship
island.
constructed.
Excellent.
Ready for assignment.
Alright, so let's go. Let's just start. Let me go ahead and put in...
I am Heshua Princess Ching. My father and mother sent me as an ambassador.
Another flower. Okay, so we met the princess because of this island. Okay, so we found her island.
Coordinates plotted. Adjust the sail. On our way.
Right now I'm just trying to go around my island to see
Adjust the sail.
what might be available close by.
Steersman.
Okay, there's Willie.
On our way. Take the rudder. On our way.
Oh, nope, that's a little teeny tiny island. I'm not even sure that counts as an island in this game.
Steersman. Coordinates plotted.
Okay, new island has been discovered. Wow. Okay, this is a big island. And it has hops, olives, hemp, fur, niter, herbs, limestone, copper, zinc, coal, iron, clay, but only a few of each, which means this island could be just what we need. Okay, and we actually just found another island, I think. Yeah. This one does not have hops, though. It has calamari. So we may actually want to take both. Oh, and it has grapes. Yeah, so we may actually want to take both of these islands, if at all possible. So I'm going to park the bus right here. Actually, let me see what it takes to get...
Take the rudder.
Because I don't remember what it takes to settle a new island. Someone's got freaking steamships already. 10 planks and 8 beams. Okay, so I'm going to need to find beams somewhere.
On our way.
Alright, I'm going to sit and park the bus right in between the two. And then in the meantime... I should... Let's check on flour. Make sure we've got enough flour here. 38. Alright, let's go ahead and turn that on. And then let's get bread being produced. Okay. Alright, so that'll increase our workers without me having to do anything, which will increase our funds. And somebody has a task for us.
Perhaps you are a dragon among mortals.
I just received a report containing details of your trade history, but I didn't order it. I swear it must have been one of my mother's uncalled for favors. Spies must be roaming your city in the name of my family. I deeply apologize.
Fly upon a cloud.
I could simply go to press. Oh, impeccable timing, as always.
A fire broke out.
Of course it did. The fire broke out after the newspaper said it
Uncompromising
would.
journalism.
And of course I
A
don't
strange
have...
display of failure, but a noble one.
Huh? What? Okay, I guess I don't need that.
The fire left ruins behind.
Okay. Anyway. Well, I don't have to worry about fire being out there now, but I do need to put a fire house there because of the schnapps factories, the distilleries. Okay, what am I doing? I'm looking for Empress spies. Princes alert you their mother's been sending spies to gather information about your trade partners. They lurk in the streets of your city wearing black hooded robes. That was the piece that I needed. That was the piece of information. If I find one... Actually, you know what? Let me slow down.
Dreams of nuts and bolts.
I'm not seeing them. So either they're blending in a little bit too well. There's one. Okay, now I know what they look like. I just need one more.
More's the merrier.
No. There it is. Got it.
From decay, you sprout a blush of lotus.
Okay, cool. Nice little chunk of change there. Alright, let me check here on the workers, make sure they're getting their bread.
Still the Union.
Okay, they've got their bread. Soap is next. And let me make sure that the
Proper
farmers are
job.
good. Okay, they're good with flour. And then let's see how we're doing from a production perspective. We're doing just enough fish. We're doing more than vegetables than we need. Same thing with schnapps. Wool is good. Clothing is good. Cheese is good. Flour is good. Bread is good. Yep, everything's good. Alright, excellent. And we're making a little profit.
Respect your betters, and always help them out. Let's see
Alright,
what
sure.
you conjure up.
Flotsam. Alright, where's our ship here?
Steersman.
And that'll probably open up the map a little bit too while we're at it. Because I do need to figure out a way to get some steel beams. Actually, isn't... Okay, I can do steel beams now. If I have enough workers. So that's 10. That's 50 for 60. I need 160. I need 360 workers in order to set up steelworks. And 370 in money. Shoot. Alright, there's the iron deposit.
Are you open to trade?
4,500? Sure.
A new style poem of shared prosperity.
Like it. Very good. Well, do you happen to sell?
Is it duty that brings you here, or pleasure?
Nope, you don't have any steel beams. What about you, Wibblesock? Where's your... There it is.
Hello, me old
Oh, we don't have
chucker.
trading rates yet. Wow, all this way and we haven't seen a single... It's on the freaking edge of the map.
The rudder.
And I didn't pick up another island that whole route. Or did I? Hold on. No, I just found little small islands. Or outcroppings is more the right term, I think. Alright, well, that's going. So let me get back to what I'm doing, which is first of all renaming the town. For anyone who has seen any of my previous series, Newcastle is always my starting town. Even though Newcastle lost last night, as of this recording, they are still my boys. Alright, in order for us to get enough workers for steel, I'm gonna need... Okay, the first thing then that I'm gonna do is... I'm gonna upgrade all of you. I don't think that's gonna be enough.
Greetings, fellow wizard. Pray, my talent is already rubbing off on you.
Okay, good. Both of you are in good shape.
New
All right.
orders.
I'm just gonna go ahead and start sending the boat out. I know what... It's these two islands that I need. The only problem is this island seems to have a bit of pirate activity. I'm a little worried that it's going to be a little bit too close. Alright, Soap is
Nice to meet
pigs.
you. I've just returned from my expedition.
Oh,
I'm Bente Jorgensen, chairlady of the Jorgensen Foundation.
okay, so we found Benty's Island. Alright, cool. Yeah, so we need pigs. Which is a problem. It reduces beautification by 3 per pig farm. But here's the other thing. We also need soap to sell. So soap is going to increase our farmers by 2 per household. Looks like Benty's got a quest.
Schooner reporting.
Yeah, let's see what she's got.
I just know you'll give for a worthy cause.
Oh, it's an escort quest. No. Well. Alright, fine.
You are too kind. Coordinates plotted.
My curiosities come from far and wide.
Oh.
For the more discerning customer.
Steersman.
Seeing as we're coming by here anyway, let's check out what Madame Kahina has. She has no goods on offer. Okay, well then never mind. Oops.
Take the rudder.
Alright, we need to do soap. Alright, let's put the pigs out this way. Because we're going to need to connect roads to the iron deposits anyway, so... Alright, 1 to 1 to 2. Alright, so we need 2 pig farms, 2 rendering works, for 1 soap factory. And we need steel beams for the soap factory. So I gotta do steel first. Great. Great, great, great. Alright, then... Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Ready for adventure?
Give me 1 second, Georgie. Whoa.
Ready for assignment? I'm sure no one will bother us. Schooner reporting.
Alright, I'm going to follow this along because escort quests tend to suck. At least they always have every time I've run one. And I don't have any guns. And of course we're being shot at. I'd love to know where we're going. I'd love to see. This is why I hate the AI, or hate the design of combat in this game. I am directly behind them, but yes, they're hitting that ship 100% of the time. It makes absolute sense. We're probably escorting them off the map. And I don't know that we're going to get there before... Especially now that there's 2 ships.
Ship under attack.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it. Make that 3 ships now are shooting us.
Failing is the only way we learn.
Alright, well, I'm going to send you up there. Well, that blew. Alright, at least I don't have to replace my ship. That is the one good thing. Alright, so we were doing... We need to do iron. New island. Very small island. We need to find the prison, and we need to find... What's his name? Albert? Yeah, I think it's Albert. Okay, let me...
Gorgeous.
Is there any way that I can increase things?
Her Majesty leans on me
All
to
right, there's
detain
Eli
any who
Bleakworth.
defile her sovereign laws, including you.
Alright, we can put the library in place. Alright, so we've got wool. That'll increase our pescatarians. How's our wool production?
Not too many changes, I hope.
Wool. Okay, we would need another sheep farm. Whatever. I don't care. This early on, I'm just going to keep publishing. It's not worth the trouble to use any of the influence.
Ready for assignment.
Yeah, there's Eli.
What makes you think I trust you?
Iron, coal. I could run potatoes out to him. It's not a big win, though. Alright, well, let's send you to
The
there.
rudder.
Alright. We'll go ahead and build the mine. And the charcoal kiln. Okay. And then the furnace. Now we're also going to need a firehouse out here. I'll put that right there. This is going to severely reduce our profits, but we're still in the black, so that's really all that matters as far as I'm concerned right now. We did just find another island. Alright, in order for us to go to steel beams, we need 200 workers, which I don't have.
An explosion in one of your factories.
Wow. That happened
fire broke
fast. Holy cow, that happened fast. Thank God I had already put the firehouse down. Another big island found. We might not be able to use the island with grapes. Because I'm betting that
Fire has been vanquished.
that the pirates are not that far away. Alright, damn it.
Look busy, people.
Okay, I have got to get some more...
Painflets, pickets, healthy honest protest.
Nope. Alright, I need to move this. There we go. Alright, so the idea is that I'm going to convert these to workers. I don't think that's going to be enough, though, is the only problem. Alright. Let's take you down to there.
Coordinates plotted.
That's Madame Kahina. There's the third NPC is probably over there somewhere. And I'm almost betting that the pirates are between Willie and the island that has the grapes on it. Now, thankfully, the one that I want to settle first is the one with hops. Alright, we now have enough clay that I can afford... to do this to make things move a little bit faster. I'm just going to do the big long sections first. Okay, that's a start. Yeah, and we're producing more than enough clay. There's Sir Archibald. Okay. Now, can I... Oh, no, where'd he go?
Aye.
This game annoys me sometimes.
What a jolly surprise.
Okay, I can buy enough to get the island settled. So... yeah, let's do that.
You're a national treasure.
I know.
Schooner reporting.
We're gonna come down here. We'll pick up some wood planks, and then we'll go settle both islands. Yeah, the pirate either has to be in the corner, right here, or between my two islands. My big issue is that I am seeing entirely too many pirate ships around the two islands that I want to settle. I mean, I suppose... Alright, let me take a quick look here. This one has got peppers, which, by the way, I also need. Olive, hemp, linseed, grapes. Okay, so this one's got peppers and grape. This one's got hops and fur. Okay, you know what? Sorry, Willie, but we're going to take these two islands from you. I'm going to let the pirates have the two ones in the bottom corner. Yeah. It's going to mean that my travel time between Newcastle and my other islands are going to take a little bit longer, but I'd rather start off in a safe position. Okay, so I want... Alright, there we go. Alright, let's take you up to here.
On our way.
This is the one with peppers. Actually, I need to settle the other one first. But we'll worry about that when my ship gets up there. Okay. And we now have 195. Can I upgrade you? I can. I hope the music has not been over top of my voice this entire time. I love listening to the music of this game. I just, when Anno 117 comes out, I really hope that the music is as good. Okay, so that got us to 169. I need more. I need more. Let me take a quick look at my production, make sure that we're not falling down on the job. We're going to need to increase fish a little bit. Putting in another fishery will help. We're fine there. And we're going to need more clothing. Yeah, okay. Alright, let me go ahead and put in another fishery. We'll put it right here. Alright, so that covers that. Clothing. Where's clothing being done?
What brings you here, Master?
Sheep. Framework knitters. How am I with sales right now? 161. Alright, you know what?
It's a surprise inspection.
Let's pause you. Actually, no, let's not pause you. I'm gonna reduce you
Do you
down.
call it altruism?
Great. Princess just gave us money. Gotta love free money. And then yeah, I'm gonna need another sheep farm. That's all there is to it. And another knitter. Alright, we've got enough workers now. Thankfully. That we can put down the steel beam factory. So let's go ahead and do that. Put it right there. That way everything's nice and close together. And all the pollution is right there in that one little area. At some point, I'm going to want to put a trade union in there if I can find somebody that can reduce pollution or... Uh-oh. Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm going to actually have to move... I hate to have to do this, but I'm going to have to move... Let me move you there. Because the charcoal kiln needs a cultivation area just like a woodcutter does. There we go. Yeah, so you'll see there's a big circle. I really should move the warehouse, for that matter. The firehouse I should definitely leave right where it is, but the warehouse I should probably move as well. But I think I'll leave it for now. Alright, so this is going to start producing steel beams. We won't have to buy any more. Okay, okay, I'm going to... Where... Let's go here.
Steersman.
I'm confident it's ready to go.
Lack of university. Okay, that's... I won't disagree with that one. Yeah, let me get my new island settled. I'm gonna get... Actually, I'll go ahead and get both of them settled. That way I won't have any competition from Willie. Okay, where did you come... Where is my ship? There you are. What, did you take the longest route possible to get there? Alright, so let's put you... right there. Build
I
it.
see you're exploring yet more islands. Stations.
This island I want here.
Coordinates plotted.
Okay. So this one we will call Wrexham. And... oh, it dropped off all of the stuff. Okay, hold on.
Steersman.
Alright, let me go ahead and get wood running for here. Okay, and then move you out here. Perfect. Yeah, I'll just focus on this island for right now. Put that there. And that there. Okay.
as its weeds.
And we need the marketplace, that's right. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this guy ready to go with the steel beams. And then I just need, I don't know, 10 or 20, well, probably 20 plus in wood. So I'm going to need to wait for wood to pile up because I'm going to need... Alright, if we're 2 per household, this is what, 10? So that's going to be 20. That's not going to be enough to unlock fish on this island. Although, really, at the end of the day, fish are already unlocked. Okay, I think what I'm going to do then is do that. And we will blueprint some more. Oh no, it's going to be 5 per. Okay, if it's 5 per, then we're going to be in good shape. Yeah, that unlocks fish. How much do I... Do I not need any wood to create fish? Okay. They're 2 each. Alright, so I'm going to need a total of 20. Alright, I'm just going to let that run. We're coming to the end of the episode anyway. We got our first island, first new island up and running. We now have steel beams being produced on Newcastle, which is... I'm not... Look, you got to do it. So, there's a river slot there. Interesting. We now need to start thinking about pigs. So, these are farmers. Okay, so we're going to put pig farm.
I'll do.
Okay. And it's 1 to 1 to 2, yeah. So we need 2 pig farms, 2 render works, and then the 1 soap factory. Just to get things started. Now, we don't have enough workers at the moment on Newcastle, so... Alright, I know what I'm going to do. Nope, wrong thing. There we go. A little bit of extra. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and go all the way over to here. Like that. And we'll go ahead and do this road too. Cool. Now, eventually what I want to be able to do is set up trade with Eli for soap. Because early on, Eli trade is fantastic. It's a great way to build up large amounts of money. So what I think I'm going to actually do... Actually, let's take a quick look at our productions here. See if we're running short on anything. Okay, we're good on wool. We're good on clothes. Cheese. Flour. Bread. We're actually not producing enough coal, but that I'm not terribly concerned by. What I want to actually do is maybe change these guys here to pescatarians. Now, before I do that, so that's going to affect vegetables, cheese. They're already consuming fish, so I'm not worried about that. We do need to put in a library. Let me see if I can do that. Where's education? Here it is. There's library. And then school. We also need that, but we don't have enough workers to require it yet. Okay, so what is the library going to do for us? It's going to increase our pescatarians by 4.
Hands swept through.
Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and put the library right here. I'm curious as to what that looks like. That's a nice looking building. That is a very nice looking building. I like that. It takes so little to impress me sometimes. In either case, this is going to increase our pescatarians by 4 per household. So we're up to 21 out of 66. Seafood stew is the next thing, but I'm not even sure how to produce that. Potatoes, vegetables, and calamari. So that's where the problem is going to lie, is getting calamari. We don't have... Oh, we do have calamari here on Newcastle. Okay, cool. We're probably going to have to set up another vegetable farm. I know we're making more than enough potatoes, so I'm not worried about that, but we're probably going to have to set up another vegetable farm at some point. And actually, what I may do is set up 2 more and have them face each other. Just turn them around, and then that'll extend the farming ability. Alright, so that increased our farmers. I do want to go ahead and probably upgrade these guys to pescatarians also. Problem is I don't think that the pescatarians are actually increasing our profits. At least not the way that I want them to be. I'll put it that way. Oh yeah, I was going to turn on wool. We also have clay. So what I think I'm seeing is with pescatarians, yes, you can increase your populations, but it's also going to increase your financial drain. So that's going to be a problem. Alright, well, this is where I'm going to pause for the episode. We did finally get a ship produced. We got ourselves a new island in Wrexham, and that particular island does have hops, so we'll be able to start looking at crafting beer. And we might even be able to do it directly on that island without having to use Newcastle for it. We'll just have to make sure to transport beer over to Newcastle periodically. We're already set up to go and populate another island, which is going to give us peppers, which we'll need for artisans, and canned food and other things, if I remember correctly. So we're setting ourselves up very nicely. We've now met our neighbors, and that's going well. Yeah, so we got a lot done in this episode. I've been enjoying myself. Hope you have been too. And as always, if you have, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button or like button. Feel free to drop a comment. Or if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. And hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. Talk to you soon.